Okay, so this video is about our USA Form 2 Section B from question 21 to question 25. Right, so 21A, the diagram below shows a semicircle with a center O. Find the length in cm of the arc of the semicircle. So you are looking for the arc, which means this is the part that you are looking for. Okay, so for the arc, again, you need to remember the formula. The formula is theta over 360 times 2 pi r. But in this case, instead of using 2 pi r, you can just use your pi d because 14 cm as a diameter is given to you. Okay, and because this is a semicircle, you should know the angle after simplification is 1 over 2 because this represents the half of your circle, right? So over here is very simple. You just put 1 over 2 times pi is 22 over 7, then times your d, which is 14. If you don't want to do like this, you can just put 180 over 360 times 2 times pi times your r, which is 7. You will still get the same answer. Okay, so in this case, you have 22 cm as your answer. Alright, then for B, state the number of axes of symmetry of a regular pentagon. So axis of symmetry under a regular polygon, it will equals to your n, which means how many sides you are actually having. That is basically the number of axes of symmetry, right? So under regular polygon, regular pentagon, you have n equals to 5, which also means the number of axes of symmetry under a regular pentagon is 5. That's it. Okay? Find the interior angle of a regular pentagon. In this case, you are looking for interior angle. Remember, for interior angle under regular polygon, again, you will have n minus 2 multiply 180 divided by your n. This is your interior angles. So, since pentagon is 5, n equals to 5, so you will have 5 minus 2 multiply 180, then divided by your 5. And you will get 108 degree as the answer. Right, moving on to question 22, express x as the subject of each of the following. So express x as the subject, it means you are looking for x in terms of something. Okay, so m equals to 1 minus x. You can just do your basic shifting. Your negative x, you can shift over, you become a positive x. 1, you remain. Your m, you shift over, you will become your negative m. And that's the answer for 22A. B, 3x equals to 5 plus 2y. You are keeping your x for your subject, so you can just shift your 3. 3x is a multiplication, so when you are shifting it over, you will have a division. And your answer is x equals to 5 plus 2y divided by 3 as a whole. Okay, for C, 5 equals to m over an x. Right, in this case, if you want to do it simpler or you want to reduce your mistakes, you can do step by step, right? Your x is located at your denominator part, you can just shift it over, which means you are putting it up first. You have 5 and x equals to m, and to get your x as the subject, you shift your 5n again, m over 5n, because over here, this is a multiplication. Right, so when you are shifting it over, you will have a division. Alternately, if you are given 5 equals to m over an x, you can straight away interchange anything that is on your left and right hand side. If your x is your denominator and whatever on your left hand side is a numerator, these two terms basically they can interchange. That's how you get these directly. Right, your x equals to 5 over n, it is still the same, but your 5, it will be brought down to your denominator. Okay, then for your D, sama juga, you have your x as a subject, which means the division part, you need to shift over, x will equal to 10y. Okay, so this is your basic algebraic formula that you learn in your chapter 3. Okay, question 23. A polygon has 9 sides. Name the polygon. This is very direct. You have nonagon as the answer. And find the sum of the exterior angle of the polygon. Sum of exterior angle, it will always be the same regardless what polygon is given to you. Alright? So exterior angle will always equal to 360 degrees. That's it. Right? There's no working required for your exterior angle part, because we know that by formula itself, by understanding the whole concept, your exterior angle sum will have 360 at all times. Okay, then moving on for B, you have a surface area of 22 over 7 times 7 square plus 22 over 7 times 7 plus times 15. This is the surface area for the cone. So by comparing the general equation under the surface area of the cone, you should have pi r square plus pi r s. Okay, this is the general formula of your surface area of the cone. So pi r square, comparing your pi r square with your pi 7 square, you should know your r square is actually 7 square. So if r square equals to 7 square, which means your r equals to 7. You are looking for the value of x. X is not a radius, it is a diameter. So in order for you to get your x, you will need to double your radius. So that 14 is your answer. Right? Then you can as well compare your pi rs with your pi 7 15. So since your r is a 7, your s is 15, your y is basically your s as well. This is what we call a slanting height. Okay, so y is very direct. You will have 15 cm as the answer for this part. Right? 24, this is about your data tabulation. You are just multiplying your score and frequency together. Multiply 4 times, you will have 10, 24, 28, and 30. And that's how you get your 4 marks straight away. Okay, for 25, determine whether the distance of the following points are 10 units from 2, 4. 10 units from 2, 4. Circle the correct answer. So you are looking for the distance here. Distance, if the x values or y values are the same, you can just compare the numbers which are different. For example, 2, 4 and 12, 4. Since you can see your 4, the number 4 under y is the same, you can just do your subtraction for your x value. So 2 minus 12 or 12 minus 2, you will get a 10 or negative 10, which means the distance is equal to 10 units. So number 1, the answer is yes. Alright, using the same coordinates to compare your 2, 4 with the second number, third number, and fourth number, you can perform exactly what we mentioned earlier, right? Maybe you can check on the fourth part first. Since 2, 4 and 2, negative 7, you have the value of 2 under your x, which is the same. You can again compare your y, right? If you are using 4 minus negative 7, you will get an 11. If you are using negative 7 minus 4, you will get a negative 11, which means the units, the distance between these 2 points are 11 units. So the answer is no. Okay, for these 2 parts, you will just do your Pythagoras theorem, which means you are comparing your difference in your x and your y, then you square and square root again, right? So let's say this is my question 2, this is my question 3. For question 2, I will just be using 2 minus negative 2, bracket square, plus 4 minus negative 6 square, then I square root one more time. Okay, so over here you will have 2 minus negative 2, you have 4, 4 square is 16, plus over here is 10, 10 square is 100, you will have 116 cert, and you will get 10.77. So this is a no. Right? For number 3, same concept will apply. You have 2 minus 8 square plus 4 minus negative 4 square root. Okay, 2 minus 8, you get a negative 6. Negative 6 square, you get a 36 plus the second part, 4 plus 4, you get 8. 8 square is 64, which means you are getting 110 is your answer. So number 3 is yes.